Hey everybody, welcome to class. My name is Ellen. I am your stress management specialist with my background in yoga therapy and health coaching. Our class today is going to be comprised of two elements. The first part, I'm going to introduce you to a coaching technique that I encourage you to experiment with and play with, see how it works for you. And the other part of class is going to be experiential. I'm going to introduce you to a stress management tool, and then I'm going to guide you through a short practice. So here we go. Coaching tip for the day: setting SMART goals. SMART. Maybe you've heard this before, maybe it's brand new. Setting SMART goals is a way to be more specific with your vision of wellness or with your vision of work or your community. And what I mean by that is oftentimes we set goals that are very broad, goals that take years to accomplish. Like, I'm going to go to college, right? That's a big one, right? Someday I'm going to travel abroad. Big, big, big. Someday I'm going to be able to cook like a professional chef. Those are big goals. What a SMART goal does is it helps chunk things down into specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely steps so we can get to that big goal that we have. So I'm going to give you an example. Your goal may be, I want to manage stress in my life. That's a big goal and it's attainable. But how are you going to get there? How are you going to manage the stress in your life? So here's an example of a SMART goal. Remember, it's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So a way of reframing that into a SMART goal is to say, and you can write this down, I am going to meditate for 3 minutes, 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m., let's say. Part of that SMART goal is I want to increase my meditation practice from 3 minutes to 5 minutes by the end of the month. So how is that a SMART goal? Well, we were specific, right? We decided that you weren't just going to manage stress, but how are you going to do that? Practice meditation. And we can even be more specific with the kind of meditation, but that's one specific tool of stress management. The other part of this setting the SMART goal was we were specific in a number of ways. We decided what type of stress management, how often, how many minutes we were going to practice, what time of day we were going to practice, and then what the goal is after a month of practice. So in essence, setting that SMART goal, it gives us a path to follow. It gives us clear direction and it gives us guidance to set ourselves up for success. Now, when we set these goals, being specific with them is very important. Measuring, how will you know when you've reached the goal? So for this example, it was by the end of the month to be able to increase the meditation practice from 3 minutes to 5 minutes, right? Attainable, when you look at the attainable part of the SMART, the A, okay, we want to make sure it's something we can do, right? I'm not going to, like, if I were to say, I'm going to meditate 20 minutes a day, 2 times a day, every day of the week, that's unrealistic for a lot of people, especially for someone who's just starting out meditating, right? So we want to make it attainable. We want to make it achievable and realistic, right? So that's the R in SMART. And when we set that goal to have it be realistic, we want to make sure it's not too difficult to reach, but we also want to make sure it's not too easy. And we need to be really honest with ourselves because we need to set it on a course so we're actually achieving something. And then the last thing is timely. And part of the goal, that example goal, was that it would happen 3 times a week. And by the end of the month, to increase the time from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Sound good? SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely. You can do it. We're going to switch now over into our stress management practice. Now remember, these tools of stress management and these coaching techniques are ways to help us de-stress, and they help us cultivate grit and resilience to help us manage all of these stressful things that happen in our daily lives. Okay. So, one way, a beautiful way to manage stress by practicing stress management. The reason is because when we practice these tools, it sends a beautiful message to the nervous system that all is well. All is well. When we practice these techniques, it helps us undo the effects of stress. So we want to invite this stuff into our lives as often as we can. For the SMART goal example, I mentioned meditation. I'm going to guide you through a very short, meaningful practice of a form of meditation called mantra meditation. Now, you may think, oh my gosh, I can't meditate. I can't sit still. I can't stop thinking. I can't. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can, because it's as simple as deciding you're going to do it and then do it. Because no matter what your response is from the meditation practice, it's good for you. Okay. So, a mantra meditation is a practice where quietly in your mind or out loud, but for this practice, we'll do it quietly in our mind, you repeat a phrase to yourself. And that's what a mantra is. It's a phrase that you repeat over and over and over again. And I'll suggest one for you. Okay. For this meditation practice, you can sit, you can lie down, you can stand. I want you to be comfortable. You could practice with your eyes open or your eyes closed. You choose. You choose what's best for you. Okay. When we practice meditation, you can set a timer. Okay, so that SMART goal example said 3 minutes. You could set a timer for 3 minutes that will go off. Maybe use your phone alarm. Just please set the alarm for a nice sound so it's not too jarring and scary. And then when we're done meditating, then you maybe sit for a few moments, take a few breaths, and make a smooth transition into the rest of your day. So here we go. Sit, stand, close your eyes if you want, lie down if you want. Let's start by bringing attention to breathing and let's enjoy a few deep breaths. And if you want to reach up and yawn and stretch a little bit, feel free to do that just to kind of move around a little bit. Maybe shake your arms down by your sides, let those shoulders relax down. All right. And then sitting or standing or lying down, close your eyes, bring your attention to your breathing, and let's enjoy a few slow, deep breaths together. Okay. Now, what is a deep breath? I don't know. A deep breath for you might be different than a deep breath for somebody else. We just want to make sure we're not holding breath right now. So, as you breathe in and out, feel free to take that big, beautiful breath in and exhale through your mouth with a little bit of sound, a little sigh, something like this. And maybe one more time, nice deep breath in and exhale out. Beautiful. Now let your breath flow in a comfortable rhythm. Let your breath flow in a comfortable rhythm and quietly in your mind, in a beautiful, gentle tone of voice, begin to repeat the following phrase. As you inhale, say to yourself, I am strong. As you exhale, say to yourself, I am healthy. As you inhale, say to yourself, I am strong. As you exhale, say to yourself, I am healthy. And for about 2 minutes, repeat that phrase to yourself over and over and over again. Now, some things that are going to happen in that time is you're going to be distracted. You're going to hear a sound from inside or outside. Your stomach may rumble because you're hungry. You may start thinking about all kinds of other things besides focusing your attention on the repetition of that phrase. So when that happens, no problem. The practice of meditation is also to notice those distractions as objectively as you can without judging and labeling and critiquing, and then bring your attention back to the repetition of the phrase. It's as simple as that. So let's practice again. I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Gently repeating that phrase to yourself over and over and over again. We're going to be quiet for about another 60 seconds or so. Practice repeating that phrase, and then I'm going to guide you out. Let's practice for just a little longer, gently repeating the phrase, I am strong, I am healthy, I am strong, I am healthy. Now let's repeat that phrase just a few more times. And now let the phrase go, let it drift away, and let your attention come back to breathing, and feel that beautiful movement of your body as you inhale and exhale. The rib cage expanding as you breathe in and contracting as you breathe out. Just feel it and be with your breath. If your eyes are closed, keep them closed for a little longer. And let's wiggle our fingers and our toes just a little bit. And then rest your hands back in your lap or by your sides. Now, if your eyes are closed, I recommend that you open them and maybe look down towards your lap or toward the floor for a moment. And then when you're ready, gently lift your gaze, and maybe even look around the room for a moment. If you've got a window nearby, look out the window. Breathe in and out. Return your gaze forward. Mantra meditation. We practiced for about 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. The practice of stress management is so powerful because your body receives benefits so quickly. And if you think about what do we do in 2 or 3 minutes every single day? Every day, we don't think about it. One thing we do every single day for 2 or 3 minutes is we brush our teeth. We don't even think about it, we just do it. So, this practice of meditation, you could think of it like brushing your teeth. Instead of teeth hygiene, it's mental health hygiene, right? So, introduce this technique. It can be longer if you'd like to practice longer. But if you've never practiced before or you think you've had a hard time practicing in the past, start small. It's all good. It's all good. So, our coaching tip recap, setting smart goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. I encourage you, apply that technique to many aspects of your life. And the stress management practice for the day, mantra meditation. And one more thing about the mantra meditation. The mantra, it can be so simple, right? This was as simple as stating, I am strong, I am healthy. It could be the repetition of another word or phrase you choose. And if you want, you can look online. There's all kinds of resources on a variety of mantras to select from. But it doesn't have to be intricate. It can be very, very simple. So thank you very much for coming to class. I appreciate you participating in these opportunities to help yourself. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Be well, everybody. Bye bye.